There's so many videos online on how to wash your car with so many different steps, techniques, and everything. But if you're just an average car enthusiast, you don't have enough time or money to really care that much, but still want a good result in your wash, this is how you're gonna do it. It's crazy how just before COVID happened, we were washing cars with just a mitt and a bucket. Then all of a sudden there's new techniques, new ways to wash your car. You dry your car with water. I mean, there's so much stuff out there. And as someone without a show car, just a daily driver that doesn't have time to pre-soak, pre-rinse, 3-bucket method, do all this stuff, I'm gonna be showing you my best wash method that's cheap, easy, and proven to provide results for an average car enthusiast just looking to have their car look good on a sunny weekend. As being a previous detailer, this is gonna be my personal opinion. There's gonna be a lot of people that probably don't agree, but it's worked for me for many, many, many years, and it'll probably work for you too. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna be working on the Mazda Speed 3 today. It is relatively clean, but it provides a good example for some dirty wheels, a little bit of bird poop. It also just got towed not too long ago, so there's a lot of fingerprints all over this thing. So as expected, we're gonna go ahead and start with the outside wash. Now, as someone that's detailed, I don't really like off-the-shelf products. These products are what I'm going to be using today. So I'm not saying that I recommend them, but it is what I use, and I'll probably switch them up as I kind of go on. It's kind of like my first year as store-bought items. Now, I am only going to be using a 1-bucket method, but you're more than welcome to do 2. Use a grit guard as well if you're going to use 1 or 2, whatever you guys want to do. But I just use 1 for the wash and then the wheels after. If you are going to do a 1 bucket, just don't have this in the bottom where you're picking up all the grit. I'm going to start by filling my bucket up with some soap. Just do the average amount. Now that I have the bucket filled, like I said, we're gonna use that bucket all the way through. We're gonna start with the wash, we're gonna do the wheels, and then we're gonna dry the vehicle as well do a few little extra things that you might miss normally, which is definitely gonna improve your wash technique game. I like to use this kind of hose, one where you squeeze it, does this. You get more pressure, but you also get more push when you need it. As we go around the car, it's just a basic rinse, obviously from top to bottom. If this is really, really, really dirty for some reason, like through the winter time, maybe I would do a pre-soak. But in this situation, I'm just gonna use water, of course, as a normal wash. You guys will kind of notice I'm doing this in waves. Everyone has their own technique of doing this. Again, this is just rinsing off the car. Quick tip for you guys, stay out of the sun if you can, stay in shade, you don't want the paint too hot. Keep it cool. Okay, so we have our bucket, we have our mitt. I'm going with this style of mitt. The soap that I'm using is a pH neutral because this car is coated, or I would prefer for you to have your car coated, obviously. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing 1 mitt, 1 bucket. When I scoop in, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, but just get the top, a little bit of water, and obviously the foam. I kind of will be doing a panel to panel method. I'll kind of show you guys what that means, but I will start from the top, kind of move my way to the bottom. I'm going to hit the roof. I'm going to hit the windshield. I can't use 2 hands right now, but I would definitely wipe the wiper blade off as well, because that will be dirty. Now I'm going to go to the hood, but when you go to the hood, I'm going to rotate that. I was washing this way. Now to the hood. Rotate it. Use the other side. Now, really, how much you want to wash with that side is up to you. So, I'm going to take advantage of this and do the fender as well. Now that I'm down here, because this lower side's a little dirtier, I'm just going to wash the side skirt. Dunking it in. Now I'm going to hit the doors. Getting behind the door handle. Still doing the door. Okay, door's done from the top to bottom. Rotate this. Hit the other door. So what are you doing? Go side to side. There you are. Now I'm gonna hit the front in one go. I'm gonna keep going. This front's a little beat up, so not too concerned. So basically half the car is finished now. Now I'm gonna rinse. So again, I'm just rinsing from the top and then going to the bottom. Now I'm gonna go to the other half of the car, basically do the same thing. As you guys can see, it is very beady, and this is just from quick wax, which we will be getting to in a second. Now we have to clean the wheels. So let's go ahead and clean the wheels, and when we're actually cleaning the wheels, we're going to go ahead and do the exhaust pipe as well, because we're going to be using a heavy cleaner for the wheels, depending on what wheels you have. Now, because I have a set of OEM wheels and I deal with a lot of brake dust, I'm going to be using an acidic wheel cleaner. I'm going to be using specifically the Adams wheel cleaner. So far, this is personally the best stuff I've dealt with off the shelf. Now, if you guys have any other wheels like chrome or anything that might be sensitive, you guys gotta pay attention to what wheel cleaner you have, because you don't want it to pit them or anything. Same with the wheel accessories that we're going to be using. I use 3 different brushes. This big one is for the barrel, one is for basically all the spokes, and this one's going to be for kind of the tire lug nut area as well. And we're going to be using the same bucket that we started with. Saving water, dudes. So like I said, depending on the wheel and everything that you're using, I don't find that, you can really see scratching on wheels. But something like this, I definitely probably wouldn't use on a chrome wheel or anything. Maybe glossy black. Lighter colors like this, I think are okay, or even matte colors as well. But definitely on those glossy colors, dark colors, I probably wouldn't recommend anything like this. Something with a softer head to it. I'm gonna spray this stuff on. I'm gonna spray a bit in the barrel, and then just do a general once around here. Let it kind of agitate, and then we'll hit it with the brush. Starting to turn purple, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit the barrels first. This is the one part that's gonna take you a little longer, but it's definitely worth it. I'm gonna grab the little guy. On a wheel like this, you can straight up just use a wheel brush. So sit here and do what I'm doing right now. Rinse it off. And then you have a clean ass wheel. Now your car is looking really clean, but we're not done yet. And it's probably almost dried to this point, but we'll get there in a second. Take whatever wheel cleaner you were using. Now this is an underrated tip. Dirty exhausts aren't nice. So I tend to use a strong wheel cleaner. Again, you need to be careful with this, especially with aftermarket exhaust. You can definitely burn the piping and it can turn out really, really bad. Again, instead of using something like this, use something with a softer head. Even something like this might work out for you. Or even just get an extra wash mitt and just use that. I'm just gonna give this thing a good scrub. Actually, it looks a lot better. Definitely underrated. You need to do this every time. So now we need to dry vehicle. I'm gonna do a few more tips for you guys here. If it's a warmer day, normally this thing's pretty much dried. If you don't have a wax surface, or just even if you have wax, watch this step. I'm gonna take a quick wax, and we're gonna be hitting the car after with this. But we're gonna be taking this right now, and we're gonna be spraying it along the car so that it makes drying a lot easier. Now I'm gonna go ahead and spray the car all over again, because personally I like the car to be fully wet as I'm drying it. So now when you spray it, it beads very nicely and it makes it so much easier. Now the car is fully beaded, wet, and ready to dry. Now you have 2 options here. You can either use an air compressor, which we're gonna pretend that we don't have because the average person really doesn't have an air compressor to dry their vehicle. Detailer's always gonna tell you, don't dry it by hand, or dry it by air if you can. Even if you have a leaf blower, that's a great idea. I have this big drying cloth that we're gonna do once over. I'm not gonna go back and forth with this thing. I'm literally just gonna drag it along the car. We're gonna hit it with some quick wax. And I'll show you guys what I mean there. So I like to take this, basically throw it on top. I would use 2 hands, but I'll use my arm. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on it though. Just a little water behind, which is okay for this. Going all the way down. Takes all the water with it. I'm gonna do that around the whole car. So now basically the basic part of your car wash is done. And that's approximately only taking you about 20 to 30 minutes, which is awesome because car literally looks mint. But I have a few more steps that we're gonna do to really top this thing off and make it look like it was done with those 1 hour to 2 hour steps that people are telling you to do. Now you're gonna wanna grab your quick or instant detailer and a clean microfiber rag with just pretty much a top coat of quote unquote wax over what's already on the car, just so that it washes easier next time and it just keeps it nice beaded when it rains or just in general for the sun. I like to spray a little bit on the rag, especially the corners. Squeeze it together. Basically what I do is I spray it on my panel very lightly, and you just go along the car like you're kind of washing it. With this stuff too, you're going to want to make sure that you flip the rag to the dry side and just kind of buff it out so it doesn't leave any streaks behind. I'm gonna do it all around the car, even the windows, tail lights, headlights, every piece of the car except the wheels. So you can do the wheels if you want, but those are probably gonna be wet for a long time. Now that you're done doing the outside wax, take that same cloth, follow me into the car. This is so underrated. Door jambs. Do it once over your door jambs. You're not gonna regret it. And because this cloth is either gonna be a little bit wet, also with some quick wax on it, it's also gonna do the same thing to your door jambs. Door jambs get dusty. They get not nice, man. Just go over them real quick. Once your door jambs are clean, they're never gonna be dirty again. Okay, seriously, now your car is done. But there's one thing left. Is like the dessert to your steak dinner. Wait till your tires are dried up. I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna pound this right on there. I use a microfiber because I don't have a pad. That is literally what I'm making this video for, is you don't need a pad to put tire shine on. This side's nice and dry. And there you guys have your easy, basic, but excellent wash method to have your car looking like pristine. That doesn't take an hour and a half. It takes 30 minutes to do this. This thing is looking mint. Get on this wash method. So what did you guys think of my method? Like I said, I've been using that for years and it's never messed up my cars to the point where I'm like, oh, it's messing up my cars. I think washing cars is a very opinionated thing. I think things work better for some people, but this is what I believe is the best way to wash your car as an average person just looking to have the best result out of their car without spending time or money on tools and effort. That's it for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, what your guys' wet wash methods are, and what works out best for you. Alright guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and comment down below. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.